Hello, good morning, students. How are you? I wish you all are fine at your home. Now, students, your summer vacations are over. So, let's start our chemistry class with full of energy, full of enthusiasm, and full concentration. Okay, student? So, start our fifth chapter, that is surface chemistry. Now students, what is surface chemistry? Actually, the branch of chemistry which deals with the phenomena that occurs on the surface or interfaces is known as surface chemistry. Or we can say that the branch of chemistry which deals with the nature of surfaces or the phenomena that occurs at the surfaces or interfaces is called surface chemistry. Students, there are many examples of surface phenomena. If we talk about an example, first we start with the phenomena that is adsorption. Students, what is adsorption? Actually, the phenomena of attracting and retaining the molecules of a substance at the surface of a solid or liquid, resulting into the higher concentration of molecules on the surfaces than in the bulk, is called adsorption. I think it is too long. So, let's understand with an example. If it is a surface, or if it take this duster, okay, if we take this duster and I pour water on this, then water is adsorbed on the surface. Okay, so it is a surface phenomena. It means what happened, the molecules of water retains on the surface of this solid. Okay, and as a result, there is a higher concentration of the molecules on the surface in comparison of bulk. Bulk means inner surfaces. Okay, students? So, what is adsorption? The phenomena of attracting and retaining the molecules of substance at the surface of a solid or a liquid and resulting the higher concentration at the surface in comparison to bulk. This phenomena is known as adsorption. Students, when we study adsorption, there is two terms we have to study. First is adsorbent and the second is adsorbate. Okay, students? Now, what is adsorbent and what is adsorbate? Okay, students, here I take the example of this duster. Okay, students, so the surface of that duster is known as adsorbent. Yani, it means the surface of the duster is known as adsorbent and the water molecule is known as adsorbate. So students, we can say that the solid substance on the surface of which adsorption occurs is known as adsorbent, and the substance that get adsorbed on the adsorbent is known as adsorbate. So here duster is the adsorbent and the water molecules which get adsorbed on that surface is known as adsorbate. Okay, students? So these are the two terms, adsorbent and adsorbate. Okay. Now, what are the examples of adsorption? Students, the first example of adsorption is adsorption of gas by charcoal. Adsorption of gas by charcoal. How? Students, if a gas like ammonia, sulfur dioxide, chlorine, oxygen, hydrogen, carbon monoxide, phosgene is taken in a closed vessel. These are taken in a closed vessel containing powdered charcoal. It means here this is powdered charcoal. Okay students. Now students, what happened? It is observed that the pressure of the gas decreases. The pressure of the gas decreases and the gas molecule concentrate at the surface of the charcoal. It means this is the surface of the charcoal. Okay, this is the surface of the charcoal. So, students, what we observed that this is the surface of the powdered charcoal. So, gases molecule are adsorbed on the surface of the powdered charcoal. So, here students, charcoal is act as a adsorbent because it on the surface of the charcoal gas are adsorbed and the gases molecule are act as a adsorbate because the gases molecules are adsorbed on the powdered charcoal. Okay students, so this is the first example of the adsorption. Okay students, now the second example of the adsorption is adsorption of a dye by charcoal. Adsorption of a dye by charcoal. How students? When animal charcoal is shaken with a solution of organic dye such as methylene blue. When methylene blue is shaken with a animal charcoal. Students, what happened? It is observed that the solution turns colorless. What is? The solution turns colorless. Why? The discharge of the color is due to the fact that colored component, that is organic dye, colored component is adsorbed on the surface of the animal charcoal, and so students, we can say that animal charcoal is also used as decoloring, or we can say that recolorizing a number of organic substance. Okay students, so this is the second example. Now if we talk about the third example, what is, if we talk about the third example, student, third example is that if we take the raw sugar, actually student, raw sugar is in yellow in color, or we can say that it is yellowish brown. Okay, so when raw sugar is passed over a beds of animal charcoal, when it is passed over a beds of animal charcoal, then student, what happened? It also becomes colorless. Why it becomes colorless? Because the coloring substance of raw sugar are adsorbed by the charcoal. Okay, now the next and last example is the air becomes dry in the presence of silica gel because the water molecule get adsorbed on the silica gel. Okay student, so these are the example of the adsorption. Okay students, now students, you have to study the second term, that is absorption. First we study what? Adsorption. AD. First we study adsorption. Now absorption. Okay students, there is a little difference between absorption and adsorption, but it is not so little, it is not so general. Here is a great difference. What is it? So students, the term adsorption and adsorption are different. Adsorption is a phenomena in which higher concentration is on the surface rather than in the bulk. But on the other hand, absorption is a phenomena in which molecules of a substance are uniformly distributed throughout the bulk. It means uniformly distributed throughout the bulk. How, students? Let's see here with an example. Students, this is a foam, this is a duster and it contains foam. If I take this and this is a plastic whiteboard. Okay students, now when I pour water on that board and I pour water on this foam, what happened? You can see that, you can observe that this board contains water only on the surface. It is not absorbed by the bulk. But in the case of foam, it is on the surface and with it, it is in the bulk or in the inner surfaces also. So, this process is known as absorption and this process is known as adsorption. Okay student, so we can say that what is absorption? What is absorption? It is the phenomena in which the particles of gases or liquids get uniformly distributed throughout the body of the solid. But here it is the phenomena of higher concentration of particles of gas or liquid on the surface than in the bulk. Okay student, so we can say that it occurs at uniform rate. So we can say that absorption occurs at a uniform rate. But students, adsorption, it is rapid in beginning. What is? It is rapid in beginning, but the rate slowly decreases. Okay students, now the next, what is the difference? We can see that the concentration is same throughout the material, means it is a bulk phenomena, but here it is a surface phenomena. This is the difference between adsorption and absorption. Okay students, by the diagram we can explain like that. This is adsorption because it is on the surface only. Okay students, and this is a bulk phenomena because here is a higher concentration of the substance in the bulk rather than the surface. So this is absorption and this is adsorption. Students, here we have to study a new term, that is sorption. What is sorption? Students, you can see this is what is? Yes, this is absorption. If there is a molecule present on the surface of the molecule, then this is adsorption. It means what is sorption? In some cases, both absorption and adsorption occurs together and are not distinguishable. Okay, in these cases, the substance gets uniformly distributed into the bulk of the solid, but at the same time, its concentration is higher at the surface than the bulk. Such phenomena is known as sorption. Okay, student, this phenomena is known as sorption. So I think you understand what is absorption, what is adsorption, and what is sorption. Okay, students. Students, there is two type of adsorption. What is? There is two type of adsorption. What are these? Number first, positive adsorption, and the second is negative adsorption. Student, what is positive adsorption and what is negative adsorption? Positive adsorption is that type of adsorption when the concentration of adsorbate is more on the surface of the adsorbent relative to its concentration in the bulk. Okay, and what is negative adsorption? When the concentration of adsorbate is less on the surface relative to its concentration in the bulk. It means what we can say that, let's take an example. In case of some liquid solution, it is observed that the concentration of solute is less on the surface than in the bulk of the solution. Just taken the example, if we take potassium chloride, okay, potassium chloride is shaken with blood charcoal. Potassium chloride is shaken with blood charcoal. Here is concentrate potassium KCl, potassium chloride is shaken with blood charcoal. Then this type of adsorption is positive adsorption. Okay, if we take dilute potassium chloride and it is shaked with blood charcoal, then it show the negative adsorption. Okay, student, because in positive adsorption, adsorbate is more on the surfaces. Okay, but here in the negative adsorption, adsorbate is less on the surface related to its concentration in the bulk. Okay, we can say that adsorbate more at surface, but here adsorbate less at surface comparison to bulk. So this is positive adsorption and this is negative adsorption. Okay, student. So these are the types of adsorption. Okay, student. So again study these topic from your book, and if you feel any problem, then contact to me. Okay, students. Thank you.